Hey everyone, I'm John Lynn, the founder and chief editor at Healthcare IT Today. We're excited to bring you another in our series of interviews with top leaders in health IT. And our guest today is Maynd Jolly, CFO and SVP of Client Partnerships at enGen, and Matt Gierhart, he's VP of Product Management at IBM. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Great to have both of you here. Maynd, I think this is our annual tradition at Health. It's
Absolutely.
great to have you back as well. But for those that don't know you, tell us about yourself and enGen.
Thanks a lot, John. Glad to be here. So enGen is a health tech company, and we are really proud of working in core operations of healthcare, wherein we support 11 million members on our payer platform, processes close to about 300 million claims.
Wow.
And serve of an IDN, Allegheny Health Network, 14 hospitals, 600 clinics. So we're at the center of core operations and really proud to make those operations efficient and make the ecosystem of healthcare more scalable. So that's what we love to do.
That's great.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here. Matt, how about yourself and IBM?
Well, IBM's a very old company.
Yeah, I think we've heard of it.
Yeah. But in this 2025 era of IBM, we are really invested in how we can improve the processes through AI. So we think a lot about workflows, how AI improves those workflows, and context engineering, and how we can overall kind of be able to use AI beyond just prompts, basically.
Awesome. Well, Matt, let's start with you. I mean, enrollment processes in healthcare have long been a source of significant challenges for payers, right? Mm-hmm. What inspired the development of enRoll, which you have been working on with enGen?
Well, to be honest with you, it's the pain that inspired it. I think that was something that was the clearest picture, both from a financial perspective, as well as we started to work a lot with the operations team at Highmark, at enGen, and then also a lot of others to really kind of understand the pain that the open enrollment season goes through. But it's not just about the open enrollment season. I think this was the big insight that we kind of gathered early on. It's the echoing effect of bad data. And that's something that IBM is really passionate about, is how do we fix bad data? So working with Maynd, working with enGen, we saw a clear opportunity to be able to partnership and kind of bring the best of their knowledge of the healthcare world, our understanding of data and how to make it better. And I think we've got a solution that really can help fix enrollment, but not just fix it for the open enrollment season, but fix it for claims and benefits, and how that really kind of echoes throughout the life cycle.
Wow, Maynd, what would you add into that and kind of the enrollment process challenges and how enRoll is helping out?
Being a CFO, let's start with some numbers, right?
Okay.
So in annual enrollment process today, we experience close to 40 million errors.
Wow.
That's big. And we calculated the number, okay, what does this 40 million errors do? If my name is spelled wrong, maybe I'll give a call to Maya and then get my name right. But what is the downstream impact of doing that? We need to call a person, we need to change our system, then we need to change all the other things around it. We realized it's our number and happy to correct it, but it cost about $172 per error downstream. And
Wow.
it has direct, indirect, financial impact. And it, not only the dollar, it takes away the important and most critical time from operations. And something which we can invest in either streamlining operations or do innovation. So that's what we realized, and we said, hey, how do we solve it? And then we thought about eligibility and a few other things. But enrollment became the epicenter of everything. That's where the process started. And then we thought about, okay, we need a technology partner. And we've been building this technology with IBM for over a decade. Wow. So where to go? That's where the right partnership came into the play. So today we are just not only changing the process, but we're trying to change or remove these errors for all health plans.
That's great.
Right?
I love that you do that. I mean, I think that was one of the interesting things I learned about enGen is how it's not just your organization, but a lot of payers that you work with. That's fascinating. So, tell us, Maynd, maybe you can start. Like, what do you bring to the partnership from an enGen perspective, and then you can chime in with what IBM's bringing to the partnership.
Well, first and foremost, we started with Highmark, but our core DNA is all about claims operations. So we know how to manage a member, how to enroll a member, how to figure out what they're eligible for. If they have a claim, how to process a claim. What happens then downstream, even if you process the claims? How do you give a great experience to the payer, to the provider? And how do you make sure every number is reconciled? And claim is just an incidence. We know that the patient or the member will come back. So how to manage that whole journey? So we bring that know-how, we bring that operations, and we're very proud of it. And IBM brings the technology. So I think our know-how and operations bring that skill set to the table, and technology is in its essence of solving every problem.
Yeah. How about from the IBM perspective?
I mean, that's exactly right. We kind of are bringing the technology from the lens of, using watsonx and all the different AI capabilities with that, to the rules engines that we do, and even the IBM cloud with the security and kind of policies that this very sensitive data requires. But then we also kind of bring our knowledge in how to build great software and how to build software that people will use. We've gotten our chance to work with a lot of operation SMEs, I guess, as we're kind of designing this software. And we know that just building like really smart technology that kind of just works behind the scenes isn't going to solve the problem. It's how do we make sure that it's useful for the people that are actually kind of dealing with this data day in and day out, because they have really painful lives at the moment. And that's something that my team's really passionate about solving and just giving them a better experience.
And one thing to add, as in, so great technology, AI and all that is great, but what about regulation, compliance, mandates? Each state is different.
Yeah.
Each employer is different if you're dealing with commercial segment. So I think that's the combination of business power, rules, know-how, and technology and AI. That's what we are doing it together.
That's awesome. So let's dive into enRoll itself.
Sure.
How does this technology address the root cause of the enrollment errors that you were dealing with?
So one thing I explained, that each error costs you that $172, but take a simple example. If my address is wrong and I'm now trying to file a claim, the claim goes to the wrong address and I don't pay my side of the bill, or now it's just suspended, or whatever is happening with the claim, there's so many downstream impact. So if we can correct all those errors upstream, that means all downstream processes becomes efficient. So not only that, now if you have the enroll data accurate, if you have the member data accurate, you can use it the next time, the next year, and the year after next. So you can manage a member experience much, much better. You will not be receiving 5 different ID cards, you will not be receiving 5 different mails, and you will not be receiving 5 different bills. So it impacts the whole healthcare ecosystem, and provider will have the impact, payer will have the impact. So enrollment is key to kind of every decision.
It's fascinating you say that. I live in a rental and I get 3 people's mails. It certainly hasn't been updated, and I've
Some of it's probably
forwarded
very
it.
sensitive too.
Yeah, exactly. And it is. A lot of it's healthcare, right? Related. And you're just like, I can't believe that I'm still getting this. And this is 2 years or 3 years after I've started renting it, which is astounding. So I understand the problem well. Matt, I thought it was interesting on the enRoll webpage, you call it a comprehensive enrollment solution. You talked about some of the back-end technologies. I'd love to hear, what is entailed, what problems is it solving? What's part of the solution?
Great question. We kind of break the overall enRoll solution into 3 parts.
Okay.
And they're somewhat independent, but they work very well together. And the first one is something we call Score. And what is great about this is it's a free modular. So all the payers around the world or around the US can use it for free to really kind of use de-identified data to really be able to kind of look at the way that their 834 forms and the EDI forms are structured, and it can kind of give a feedback loop as far as here's how many errors this has or not. So whenever you're onboarding a new broker or onboarding a new employer, you're able to kind of see, hey, the way you're structuring your data is going to cost me as the payer a lot of money downstream. You need to fix this or something. And that's a service that we're really proud to just kind of offer to the market and to kind of really help the way that they understand their enrollment data. The second modular is called Fix. And that's kind of looking at all these errors in identified data and to be able to kind of go through those and be able to fix the formatting, the structure. For example, you can't have hyphens in the social security number in an enrollment file. It's a really simple thing. I was talking to a customer this morning, and she spends about 6 hours per file just doing find, replace, hyphens. And so it's just trying to take all of that, all those errors, and be able to fix the ones that are really kind of simple that AI frankly can do.
Yep.
And it really kind of frees up these operational experts to be able to do much higher value kind of work rather than just deleting a hyphen, which is literally kind of what they spend a lot of their time doing. As it's fixing that, it's kind of categorizing these errors into different groups.
Okay.
Errors that are blockers for enrollment, that are critical to downstream, or things that are just like, that will help with the overall kind of experience. There's a lot of complication to how these things work. Being able to break those down has helped us kind of give them a quantified number, because nothing makes more sense than dollars and cents. So, by being able to see your errors and how much they're going to cost you as an organization from an enrollment process perspective, from a downstream process, and then even just to the overall experience, really helps motivate teams to fix it right. Whenever we talk to all the operational teams across the world, or across the US, one kind of common thread is that they were moving errors out of the enrollment process just because they needed to get that membership card out.
Wow.
We're taking that away, and we're kind of saying, you know what, you can fix all the errors in this time frame, because AI is a big accelerator to that. So what was taking 6 hours for a file can now be done in minutes. And then the third and final kind of modular for this is called manage. And that's where we're able to kind of identify data gaps or bad addresses and go in and partner with the HR systems like Workday or QuickBooks or whatever, and be able to actually kind of fill in those data gaps for them and be able to manage what changes over time. Because we all know that enrollment doesn't just happen at the open enrollment season, it's an ongoing activity. So using manage, we know what changes and what doesn't change. And that helps with the resubmission of enrollment files that are happening every month, et cetera. So an organization can be a lot more efficient and know that their data is not going to impact the downstream claims and benefits as much.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, Maynd, you're inviting some health plans to join a pilot program. What are the benefits that participants will see if they take part in the pilot program, and what kind of feedback are you kind of looking to collect from other health plans?
I think one big benefit is I'm happy to score every health plan file for free in minutes, right? So that you can know if I have 40 million errors, you might have more or less, you know, and immediately either you fix it or we fix it for you. So first of all, you get access to the latest and greatest innovation. And it's a matter of sharing very simple information with you. And information is yours, we'll give it back to you, it all belongs to you. So access to early stage innovation, that's one big part of it. Second is, we're not stopping here, right? Enrollment is the start. Now we need to go into eligibility. Then we need to go into benefits. Then we need to go into claims. So if you join us as a pilot, you're at the starting point of defining this product. And obviously, commercials comes with it, preferred pricing or discounts or whatever we need to make it happen. But if you're defining that product with us, it comes with an upside. So those are the things we will say: early stage innovation, a great partner to work with, define the product, and get that pricing and commercialization advantage.
I love that. What would you add to what you want to hear from payers and how you want to collaborate with them?
I think Maynd kind of said it all, but I love getting to kind of hear the real world kind of response. I mean, we had a call with one of our key pilot partners this morning, and the way that she was able to kind of look at the tool, say, oh, this is how I'd use it for this, and this is how I'd use that. I'm a geek for workflows, and that's like just seeing how this fits into this workflow versus this other workflow. It's going to help us make a better product.
Yeah,
and that's what we care about.
So Maynd, as you kind of look into the future, look ahead, how does enRoll fit into kind of the larger vision that enGen has?
Well, when we looked at our own product of core admin platform, we said, okay, this is an awesome workhorse, but as the technologies in this big, I would say not even evolution, it's just moving too fast, we need to break down this big platform and provide a modular solution to every piece of it. And as we build this product, enRoll, eligibility, benefits, claims, everything will be modular, and it'll be able to connect with your APIs, connect with your systems in a much better way, so that you can use the right data, you can solve the right problem, or you can add how do we solve a future problem with it. So that's how we see it, that can we provide that massive modular platform on AI native, and it's really enabling the technology and ecosystem around it.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, that kind of sounds like an IBM trademark, taking problems at a time, building out the modular, and then eventually you can buy the whole package if needed.
I mean, it's the modern era of taking an ecosystem approach to a portfolio.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Maynd, Matt, I appreciate you both coming on to take time out of your day here at Health to share about this interesting evolution of enrollment and applying AI and the latest technology and being able to solve some of the problems that health plans face. So I appreciate you sharing these insights and perspectives, and thanks everyone for watching and listening.
Awesome.
If you want to find more great healthcare IT content like this, be sure to check it out at healthcareittoday.com or search for Healthcare IT Today on your favorite podcast application. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
John. Thank you.